Hi guys, welcome to this episode of the show. Today I have with me the beautiful Anto and the ever charming Lolu. Hello guys.
Hi. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for coming. How's it been?
It's been amazing. I mean, from the reception at the airport to today, we've just been meeting so many people who were actually entertained by us. It's pretty weird. I didn't think I was an entertainer, but obviously some people kind of liked whatever I was doing, and people now know my name, so it's definitely an amazing feeling.
Did I hear that your folks were at the airport? My in-law. At this story.
Folks. Was it folks?
Well, my sister was there.
Oh, your sister. Oh, it was your sister.
Yeah,
There's an in-law
my aunt was there. A few
Yeah.
brothers of mine were there as well.
And then the family just
Yes.
blended.
I don't even understand.
I think when we were coming, we heard that, we were going to get a reception. Like, people was like, oh, don't worry, when you get to Lagos, you see how big this is. So we're thinking, okay, just a few people. I'll go to the airport and they were like, 2,000. And I'm like, that's just a few people. But at the end of the day, I think we feel very, very loved and, honored and blessed to have these people support us so immensely and so passionately as well.
Yeah.
That's good. So going straight into the house now, still with staying out and going in, are there any clips, judging by the clips that you've seen, is there anyone that, you would say you're disappointed by maybe things that they've said about you or nominated you or anything?
For me, actually, no. It is a game, and we really don't have any. Until we all come out, we have no idea who was doing strategy or who was being their real self. So I can't really be upset with anything that's being done in the house because that might not be the actual true character. It may just be what they were putting on in the house to be entertaining. So no, nothing really. I ain't really worried about that.
I mean, I've seen quite a number of interesting videos of people in the house. And if it was like in a normal circumstance, I would be upset. But then again, it's a game. Everybody has a right to say whatever it is that they want to say. They chose to say what they said, and that's fine. And like Anto rightly said, when we get out of the house, if that mindset is what they still carry on, then that's fine. But I'm not holding it to anybody just yet.
So there were clips that So who's this person or who are these people that you need to put into perspective? But for now, you're just a bit hurt.
I'm not a bit hurt. I mean, they had to say what they wanted to say.
Who had to say?
I mean, Toby said what he had to say. Miracle said what he had to say. Nina as well. CeeC. I think those four particularly stand out. But then again, they had to say what they wanted to say. So after the house, we'll see.
Yeah. Okay. So speaking of that, I'm sure you guys may have been told or seen about the drama with CeeC and Toby. What's your take on this, Lolu? I'll start with you. Your former tragic, or how is it that you used to say, partner?
Okay, so it's strategic.
It's tragic.
Yeah, strategic. To be honest, CeeC definitely has a few loose wires like everybody, but I think the major concern for CeeC, for most of us, will be how she says what she says, when she says it, and how it is received on the other hand. And I beg your pardon, this my English is plenty. But anyway, I think that, really she went quite far. And as a result, Big Brother gave her a strike, which is quite disappointing because a couple of weeks ago she had two and they got taken away. So in the event that Big Brother didn't actually take those two away, should have been disqualified yesterday. And that would have been sad for all of the people that love CeeC. So yes, I feel like she needs a lot of talking to. And I hope that she gets the right people by her side during the time outside the house, because she definitely needs to get her head unscrewed and rescrewed properly.
Anto, you had a few conversations with her just before you left the house. Are we going to see a friendship here? Are you going to set her straight?
I'm not sure. I can't promise anything. I don't know if there'll be a friendship because I told her during those conversations what I didn't like about her, and she's obviously still exhibiting those same characteristics. I have an issue when people don't know how to express themselves fairly. You can't call someone a fool and then get upset when they call you an idiot. You can't say that you're upset with someone and you want to explain to them why you're upset, but you're only using harsh words and you're just attacking them. You're not even giving them a chance to also give what they have to say about the situation. So yeah, I think she has some character flaws that I'm not sure that I can relate with. I don't know if that's her strategy. Maybe when she comes outside, she's a completely different person. I'm totally not sure. But as of the CeeC I saw in the house, I don't know if that's someone I can be a friend with. I could probably associate with her, I don't hate her in any kind of way, but a friend, someone I'll be calling and say, hey girl, let's go to the cinema. No, I don't know if that's exactly going to happen. I don't think she would expect that either because we weren't that close in the house. So.
Fair enough. What's up with you, Lulu? Do you have a girlfriend?
No.
With Ebuka, it was a bit... You see, look, Anto's looking at you like, what are you saying? Lulu, are you lying to me right now? What's the situation with the girl? Do you, like, it's Dodo, right?
Yeah. Apparently.
What's up with Dodo? Tell us.
I haven't spoken to Dodo since I got out of the house. I have actually read a lot of stuff. And I am choosing not to react to them or respond to them right now. Not because of anything other than the fact that I'm choosing not to, not because I don't know what to say or how to address the issue at hand. But then again, I've also been able to read a lot of stuff that was said on social media, a lot of stuff from a side, and it's quite interesting what I'm hearing. But that said, when the time comes, as I said to someone that reached out to me yesterday, when the time comes, I'll be more than happy to speak to those concerned.
There seemed to be a notion or an idea that Lulu wasn't always straightforward. What do you think about this?
It was actually pretty weird because most people know that I was close to the Toroko boys. So very early on, they had an opinion that he wasn't straightforward, but I had never experienced that, like, at all. They would tell me so many things, and I said, everyone has the right to their opinion. And I wasn't going to allow their opinion of him, change how I felt about him. It wasn't until I left the house and I got a different opinion of him that I felt that he wasn't straightforward. But that was based on our situation. I didn't really think overall that he wasn't straightforward.
Yeah. Lulu? Thoughts on this? The housemates thinking you not being... I mean, Nina, for example, would say this a couple of times in her diary session, and I think Miracle as well. I think it actually started from Miracle and just... So what's your take on this? Why do you think that they think you're not straightforward?
Every time I hear this question, I'm tempted to throw a shade, but I wouldn't.
It's okay.
I'm not going to throw a shade. I'm not going to throw a shade. But I feel like, first of all, a Miracle emphasized saying, I don't trust you in this game. So everything he said in that line, I felt was a strategy. Miracle and Nina are just two of 16 other housemates in the house. I don't think 16 other housemates actually share that same sentiment. And at the same time, I think the way Nina took it upon herself was because Miracle said it. Because someone asked her, why do you think Lulu's like this? She's like, because Miracle said it. Not necessarily because she felt that way. And that's fine as well. People oftentimes the most have perceptions transferred to them. Not because they don't have an opinion of themselves, but because the people that transfer this perception to them are people that actually care for them and they care and it's the other way around. That said, I'm a very straightforward person. I'm a very open-minded person. There are times where I've been asked questions about certain subjects in the house, outside the house, that I could have chosen to say no comment. But I've responded to all of these in as much of a fashion that as I could at the time.
Do you think that there are other people in the house that are sort of like victims, if you will, of the same transferred label, where everybody else now looks at them in a certain way because one person or two people have thought? Do you guys think so?
I think maybe two people would probably have been a victim of those labels. I'll definitely say Nina. At times she may have exhibited not being as learned as other people, but for people to call her dumb, I think that was totally offensive and not right. And then I think we all know about the Bam Bam and Toby situation. They always had the back and forth of Bam Bam was acting, she was, pretentious. I don't really know if she was acting or not. Even if she was, I think it was unfair to constantly bring it up that she was maybe that's her strategy. No one said you can't have a strategy. No one said that you can't go into the house and be a completely different person. It's just that when that behavior affects how someone else feels about you, once you've built a connection, that's where the issue is. But if she wanted to be an actor and Teddy was fine with it, then by all means. So yeah.
Lulu, transferred labels?
I think those are the two that I've seen as well. And I feel like the reasons why those labels came across was because, like she said, strategy. For a few of us, we really didn't have a strategy. For some people, literally had like scripts that they had to follow. And maybe the strategy was to put labels on people because they felt that these people were threats, or because they just felt that they had to put these people off their game. And unfortunately, sometimes it affected the people concerned. But then again, I realized that it's a game. But even in the game, people should always learn to, draw the line.
Yeah, I agree. True. So, with the whole situation in the house right now, who do you think deserves to win the money?
Cliche.
Yeah, cliche.
I am Team Nina for the
Oh.
money. Yes, I am 100%. I wouldn't mind other people winning. It's a game. Whoever wins is the winner. But I think Nina deserves to win. I think she has actually taken on the Big Brother challenge and has become, or is being molded into a new person. The person that we saw on day 1 is not the person that we're currently seeing on day 82.
Yeah.
I think despite the fact that she's still young and she's growing, she actually is growing. She is ready and willing to grow. She actually has business ideas in her head. Some people may look at Nina and not think that she knows what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
But she actually does have ideas, and she's very strong in her personality.
Yeah.
So I definitely think Nina will be a great person to represent the Big Brother brand as the winner.
Lolu?
Same. To Nina.
Really?
Yes, I was 50-50 until yesterday, and after yesterday I realized it was just Team Nina. And I feel that at the start of the game there were parts where she didn't know herself. There were parts where she came across as being taken advantage of, and there were parts where she was taken advantage of. There were parts where she was told to shut up, and all of these could have easily made her cower, but she didn't. And that's not something you see every day, especially in people of this time and people in her age bracket. And she's overcome that in such tremendous way. And these days, even when we make fun of how she talks and how she walks and everything, she just looks at us and laughs. And that for me shows a lot of mental strength. Not a lot of people would actually want to grow.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people are strong enough to grow in the eyes of the world. And she has done that in 82 days, and I am immensely proud of her. And I really, really want her to win.
Anto, you were the fixer of the house. Apparently.
Somehow I was, like Kerry Washington.
Everyone will call Miracle and Nina will fight and they say, let's go and call
Yes.
Anto. And then Toby will come at night and be like, CeeC, how did you really feel about this? All these guys coming to onboarding you every time. How was it for you?
It wasn't too bad. I'm actually used to being the fixer. In my day-to-day with my friends, I'm usually the person everyone comes to for advice, so I'm definitely used to it. It's honestly a pleasure and an honor for people to see me as someone who they think is righteous, someone who they think can actually fix their problems. Sometimes I could be honest, I didn't want nothing to do with what was going on. I wanted to just be in my own corner and pretend I don't know what's happening. But when you claim that someone's your friend and you care about them, of course, if they're looking to you for advice, it's only right that you provide them with their advice.
So when we had Anika here a few weeks ago, she mentioned that, we know this, but I think it was just more pertinent, where she said the cameras, we see everything, but we don't see everything, right? So do you think that there are certain misconceptions that the general public have of either one of you or housemates in general that you would like to, clarify?
Yes, 1,000%. First and foremost, I was not flirting with Toby. I was not flirting with Miracle. I only wanted one man in that house. Also, I think what people, just in general, I don't know if it was necessarily a camera fault or what, but people have to realize that humans all react to situations differently and we express ourselves differently. So just because I'm not kissing Lolu doesn't mean I don't like him. I think people need to understand that is a misconception. People express their emotions and their feelings different from the person that's next to them. So yeah.
There are lots, but I think one stands out, and I think that was the day Exclusive came into the house. People have said that I took it overboard and I was being overly dramatic and all of that. And truth is, before the life that I'm starting to have, I did struggle a lot. And, that day was very emotional, not necessarily because I was in the eyes of 22 million people, but because if that had happened pretty much in my sitting room, I would have had the same reaction. So I want people to understand that when we are in the eyes of the world and you're on TV, people automatically feel like you have a big S on your chest and you're supposed to act all strong. But we're human before anything else. So if you're in a position where you're put in power, you are in a position where you're privileged, and you break down, people shouldn't see it as you being weak or you being dramatic. It's just you choosing to react however it is you wish to react, whatever it is that you're emotional about.
Okay, so as far as the BB Hall of Fame goes, what would you guys like to be remembered for?
I don't mind being remembered for being the fixer. I don't think it's a bad title. It's pretty cool.
Okay, so Anto the fixer.
Yeah.
Lolu?
Okay, Lolu the brain box.
Lolu.
I mean, I've been called that a lot, so yeah.
Alright, so what do we expect from you guys going forward?
I plan to take over the world. No, but seriously, I do plan to go back to work. I did have a job before the house. I'm the head of operations for the Continental Basketball League. So I plan to figure out how to balance my job and the new opportunities I hope to be opportune to. Like they say, the sky is my starting point. So I'm definitely interested in seeing as many opportunities and as many different things that I can, try my hands at. I definitely would love to be a host, potentially TV or radio. I wouldn't mind acting. I have a few business ideas that I would love to launch. I think people saw that I was good with my hands when it came to hair. So definitely hair business, hair salon products, also event management. I was called the chief decorator of the party room. And then most importantly, politics. The time now is for the youth to rule, so I'm ready.
Okay.
Now, I also did have a job. I'm actually general manager at an investment management firm in Abuja. And of course, I'll be having to shuttle between Lagos and Abuja during the foreseeable future. What I would like to do, before then, I had a lot of experience in media, radio precisely. I had a decade of experience in radio presentation. So definitely I'll be looking at the media. Let's see, because of the tasks in the house and how well I executed them, I might be taking a few acting roles as well. Also, I might be doing a few things with sports because I've been hearing a lot of things about me, football and Formula One. So yes, that will come in. I'll be more than happy to work with corporates, and eventually politics will come in as well.
Nice. So are we going to see a couple in the future? I mean, you both have political ambitions. Is there going to be a Mr. and Mrs. somewhere?
You guys will just have to
Are we
wait and
flying the
see.
Loto ship?
You guys will just have to wait and see.
Okay, we're rooting for you. Thank you guys for coming. We wish you all the best.
Thank you
and,
so much.